Hello, good morning. Welcome to your virtual class here today. We're going national with this one here, live from Halifax, 11 a.m. here. And a lot of you don't know me if you're just tuning in. You're getting me across the country, so I don't expect anything. My name's Josh, and I'm a fitness, sports, and recreation instructor here at CFB Halifax Dockyard. Today we're going to be doing a total body circuit, and the theme basically is going to be, apart from being upper, lower, and core, we're going to keep it to reps only. If possible, let's try to up the weight a little bit here on some exercises that you're coming across frequently. So up 5 pounds here and there on a single arm row. Choose a heavier medicine ball or object from the house kind of deal, as well as we can push the reps a little bit. So if we're commonly doing 10 and it feels like a cakewalk, then we'll aim for 10 to 12 or 15 on select exercises, that kind of thing. Let's see, for equipment, you will need a weight that you can hold in the front position for a thruster or something that you're going to be squatting and pushing overhead. We'll do that with a narrow stance, and I'll go over this shortly. You'll need a weight for a single arm row. You can see behind me there, over this shoulder here, you can see that dumbbell by the red box. So find something that's going to work for a single arm row. And then you have a kettlebell you can see in frame now. I'm going to use that for a goblet squat. So unlike a deadlift, we're going to keep a vertical spine and possibly able to go a little bit heavier, and we're going to use a wider toes out or a sumo stance, plie stance. It's all synonymous in a sense. Okay, so we're going to do that. Cue your own music as usual if that's what you're looking for. I recommend it. Anything you want that's going to motivate you. Make sure you have some water nearby. We'll take water breaks periodically after rounds. And yeah, we have 6 exercises here. We're going to do a push-up drop set. So basically we'll choose a fairly difficult or a fair challenge exercise option. And if we can't make it all the way to 15 reps, we can go to the knees or otherwise make it easier. I'm going to demonstrate that in a second. You know what? We'll go over everything here after a warm-up. So, but before that, let me read you your necessary disclaimer before we begin. So, in response to COVID-19, PSP is offering virtual fitness to CAF members. By using social media platforms, the virtual fitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces personnel becomes accessible to all. Participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members recognize and acknowledge that their age, health status, and physical fitness level are unknown to us, and it is entirely up to you to assess your ability to participate in class. Since it's preferable to consult your physician before beginning any exercise program, we invite all participants who are not CAF members to consult the Get Active questionnaire. You can find that on the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology site and its reference document. Have a look through the spiel there that's attached to the link. If you experience any pain or difficulty during the exercises presented in this video, it's recommended that you stop and consult a healthcare provider. If a CAF member sustains an injury during this video, please remember to fill out a CF98. Okay, so let's get warm. We're not going to do any cardio per se. We'll keep it to lower body, upper body, and core. So we'll kind of contrast energy systems. You might be tired, you don't feel like running on a day, so you do some strength training. Vice versa. Maybe you don't have the gas to go for a swim or a run, so you'll slow it down and do some strength training. We're going to favor column B here today, but our strength is going to arguably be more on the muscular endurance side. However, we will challenge ourselves if we can, here and there, up in the intensity. For starters, let's get warm. Just gonna do a light little jog here. More like skipping rope than it is jogging. Make sure you finish the whole workout and get through the full body stretch afterwards for some health tips. Or if you're watching this later, do what you will with the saved video. Scroll to the end for that matter. Okay, good. Shoulders are back, core is active. And getting the knees up. We'll just start to do a few things low intensity and move from there as our energy builds with the added blood flow. Okay, back in here, and then a side to side hop. Okay, coming into a squatting position. So for starters, let's practice the two stances we're going to use today. So one is a little bit wider, arguably not quite a sumo stance, but we're out there fairly wide, keeping the knees over the toes, so going in that 45 direction. You can use your hands out here for starters. Breathe in, vertical spine, right? When we're going to do it, we're going to be doing a goblet squat. So in here, back stays straight. Inhale, exhale. Couple more. Okay, so that's for the goblet squat. When we do our thrusters, I'm going to be using a medicine ball, or you can use any object that's going to approximate that. So with a narrow stance, both feet forward, we'll pretend we have a ball here, breathing in, and exhale. You don't necessarily need to touch the elbows to the knees. That might mean that you're going a little too low and your spine is starting to bend a little bit too much, or some tail winking it's called. So just to that point where you know you can keep that integrity of the vertical spine. A narrower stance also means you're going to be able to go through a greater range of motion, doing a little bit more work, and you're feeling it on the quadriceps a little bit more, the front of your leg. Two more. Okay, good. And let's get the joints warm. So the hips will standing square like so. We're gonna bring one leg out, touch down, control it back, okay? We might be a little tired or whatever, but by the time we work off the rust after changing into your PT gear, you're gonna be fine, and we'll get through this and make some sweet gains. Okay, other side. You can't exercise and watch what you eat and get 8 hours of sleep and not make gains. One more. Good. Now the shoulder, we'll have the thumbs back, arm circles with a tight core, shoulders are still staying back and down. It's like your butterfly in swimming. And here's your elementary back crawl. Lead with the pinky finger. Make sure you get out for those outdoor swims while you still can if you're interested. Okay, open up. Morning, Jessica. Hands up like so. Okay, big shoulder rolls to the front. We're lingering and take a little more time in the warm-up because I know 3 rounds of this is gonna be enough. Reverse that. We got an hour to do it, so let's get a good solid warm-up. We won't skip away on the cool down, and we'll still have enough time for water breaks and good 3 rounds. Okay, so there we go there. Let's just get a little bit more side to side. So in a crouch position, just gonna go side to side. I got about enough room so you can see me with 1 good step each way. Couple more. Good. Let's warm up the lower body just a little bit more. Okay, let's get into my favorite movement of the quarantine, the split squat position. Tight core, shoulders back, chin up, breathe in. Come on up, we'll just do 5 on each side. Strengthen your legs and life's easier. Other side. Square up, ready, and same thing, just nice and easy, under control. Great. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now I'm just going to do a run through the exercises, so a bit of a specific warm-up. Before that, let's get a little bit of torso rotation in. So get yourself in a position where you're in a high plank. Okay? And you're going to take your left foot and step it outside your left hand. And leave that knee off the ground. If you need to, you can come down to the knee. Keep your tight core, hand by the foot is coming up here. Just a gentle torso rotation. Come back out, kick into your high plank. Same thing, other side. Tight, same thing. Okay, 1 more at a nice, reasonable pace. And last one on the other side. Okay, so we got the general warm-up, dynamic, joint by joint, some rotation. Let's get specific, starting with push-ups. How can we make this interesting? So the idea here is we're all doing, lately in my videos, about 10 push-ups, okay? We're gonna jack that up to 15 and we're gonna modify if we need to. We're gonna do a drop set. So, and I can come out here for a second. Let's say we're doing regular push-ups, okay? If we're doing regular push-ups and you start failing and you can't get to 15, then just come down to the knee and continue on, right? It's a drop set, makes it easier. It's like less weight. It actually is less weight. Let's say you're not at 15 and that gets exhausting. Start doing hand release and take your time with it. So come down, gather yourself, hands under the shoulder, get up there. Okay? You might start out with fingertip push-ups. And that gets exhausting, so you come down to fist or regular hand. Okay, so you got some options. Either way, and if you're doing fingertip push-ups, make sure you're able to do it. If you can't hold yourself, don't even think about it. But for some people, it'll strengthen up your hands and it's appropriate. Second exercise, single arm kneeling row. So if you have a way to increase the weight a little bit, I just notched it up 5 pounds from last time. Kneeling in this position, neutral spine. Okay, you want to just grab like this. Keep those shoulders square, but you still want to come down, lengthen out your lats, breathe in, tight core. All the way in. So that's the most reasonable way to progress that exercise. Just add a little bit extra weight. Maybe get a little more strict. Hold that squeeze. That's what we're going to do. Number 3, goblet squat. Okay, so a kettlebell or the medicine ball or a household item is going to work fine. Wider stance, vertical spine. Okay, so we're coming in here and just standing up. We're going to hit the lower back with a different exercise. I'll show you that next one. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. So, throwing some core in there, and we didn't hit our lower back with any deadlifts, so we're going to do it with a kneeling body weight exercise. So here, we're going to breathe in. Exhale, we're going to bring out the arm and the opposite leg. If it's too wobbly, just the opposite leg, or just one leg. There won't be any opposition there. If you're out here and you can handle that version, then we're going to bring the elbow to the knee. Just 5 reps per side. And again, let's say you fail to get to 5 and you did 3 of those, and it's getting hard and unstable, plant the hand and continue on with just the leg. So just ways to push through by making it a little easier and continuing on. And you would switch and do the other side. MMA sit-ups. So MMA sit-ups, I'll just kind of explain something here. So when you're on your back, an MMA sit-up is basically for somebody who is in somebody's guard. Or they're in your guard. So somebody's on top of you, okay? So the reason why we put our feet like this, it's because that's your open hip position when your legs are around the opponent. Okay, so it's kind of similar. It's a reasonable approximation. Okay, and we want to, in MMA, you don't want to push like this because someone's going to take your arm and get you in an arm bar. Okay, so you want to keep your hands in tight, control the opponent's hands, and you want to twist and turn using some explosive power. Okay, so jiu-jitsu is all about relaxing, fooling your opponent and exploding and getting what you want out of the transition, out of the exchange there. Okay, so long-winded way to say, get here, breathe in, explode up, and you want to basically keep the opponent's head close to your body, control the hands, and in some cases, you want to turn the opponent over. One way to do that, how we can emulate that would be and just kind of turn a little bit, maybe 30 degrees. Okay, so let's be cautious on our back. I don't want to see people coming in here having a back problem, but there's some utility to really articulating that bit of a turn. When someone's on top of you, then you can trap their foot and pull their arm in and kind of turn this thing around, get on top or side position. Okay, so that's reasonable. We'll work on that. So 10 reps total, or if we're doing a twisting option, 5 twists, 30 degrees to each side. And we'll finish this all off with a decent medicine ball thruster, or an approximation using your household load available. So again, feet close together, both straight, and we'll get in here. Okay, and I chose something reasonable challenge for what we're doing here for me. So get in here, press that overhead, use that core. Okay, so this is also a nice core exercise that ties in legs, upper body, and it's nice and challenging. We'll aim for 12 to 15 reps. So different ways, add challenging options, drop sets, increase the weight, increase the total volume intensity, those kinds of toggle factors. Okay, we can't change the fact that we're in the living room, for example, but we can change a lot of factors. Okay, take a sip of your water perhaps, and we'll get set for push-ups, set of 15. Okay, so you can start with flat hands, or you can be on your fists, you can be on your fingertips, and we're just basically going to try to get to 15, choose an easier modification when you fatigue. Okay, I'm assuming you're putting some of your bottles down. Get in position. Ready, set, go. Seven, 8, 9, last 3. Go to the knees if you need to. Last 1. Good. Feels like hard work already. It's going to feel like a break, but still an intense exercise. Single arm kneeling row, in this case with a bit more weight than last time. Get yourself in position, catch your breath. Ready. Neutral spine, set. Breathe in, go. And we're going 10 to 12. Last 2 for 12. Good. Switch sides. Keep in mind, if you tapped out at 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever, and you need the rest, whatever. You're resting, it's appropriate pace for you today. On to the other side. Ready, set, breathe in, go. Nine. Just feel it. You want to feel it. You want it to get hard. Time. Whew. Good, right? You're already starting to feel like that's full body already. Nice little warm up. Push, pull. Here we go. Goblet squat. A reasonable option for exercise 3. Fairly wide stance. Toes out turned. Vertical spine, tight core. And here we go, 10 to 12. So up in the ante just a little bit, right? We're raising the blinds. Breathe in, exhale up. Six. Two more. Think of increased stamina, right? I like that energy going up. Good. On to some core, some posterior and the anterior with the bird dog crunch. Into a hands and knee position. 5 per side. One side, then switch. Ready, set, breathe in. Exhale. Stay here, hips square, breathe in. Exhale, squeeze it in. 1, inhale, come out. Exhale, 2 of 5. 5, and plant the other hand down, breathe in. Exhale, hips square, out, breathe in. Exhale, squeeze it in. 1, 2, 3. Last 1. Okay, right into our MMA sit-up, kind of a superset for the core. That wasn't a maximum effort, right? 5 reps per side, but it felt good. Ready? Looking in for 10 reps with a slight 30-degree twist option. Breathe in. And go. You can alternate that if you're twisting. If not, keep it straight down the pipe, that's fine. 3. Two more. Good. Okay, last exercise for the round, med ball thruster. I noticed today Bruce Lee would have been 80 years old. There's a new book out there, super inspiring man, and I'm interested in reading that book. Let's get into this. He definitely wouldn't back down. Right, feet forward, narrow stance. In a safe Newton spine, get your load in position. Ready, set, breathe in, go down. 12 to 15 here. I didn't say it was going to be easy. But there are gains waiting to be had. Last 3. Good. I didn't mention it, but let's say you can't get 12 to 15 reps there for a thruster. You can turn it into just legs only, or you can get rid of the ball or load and keep going. Grab a drink and we'll get going in about a minute and a half. Round number 2. It's about 25 minutes out of class. Morning, Trina. None of this needs to be perfect. Such thing as good enough, right? And life's not perfect. Circumstances aren't perfect, but we're going to use what we have and we're going to approach the situation as well as we can right now. That gets rid of your anxiety right there. No dishes in the sink. Energy levels are up. Lawn's mowed. Let's do it. In another 45 seconds. We'll need this rest because our performance is going to be a lot better round 2 if we do a little bit more rest. We're definitely in that anaerobic zone a little bit, so a little bit higher intensity, doing cool things like improving our cells' health. Things that will help our skin look healthier, keep those cells from degenerating as quickly. Okay, let's see, anything to go over? So hopefully everyone was choosing right modalities, like modifications there, sorry. And if your form started to get questionable or starting to slip, drop the ego, drop the set with a new modification. Back to push-ups. Let's keep our mindset on the goal. 15, 6 exercises. Here we go. It's okay if you fail. I didn't do fingertip push-ups the whole time. I had to switch into palms flat. So whatever. Drop the ego. Here we go. Set 2. Round 2. Six. 5. 2 more. Last one. Good. So that got tough. If you need to go to your knees, whatever, do it. Keep in mind, those thrusters work your arms too. So it's not as simple as just being fresh and having a certain number of push-ups. There's a mixture here, there's a recipe that adds up. Get your load set, single arm row, first side. I like to start with my weak side, the left, because whatever I get here, I know I can get with the right. The same doesn't hold true the other way, and the left will catch up over time. In fact, maybe it's about the same, but it's a habit. Here we go. Ready, set, breathe in, go. Five, 12. One more. Good. We'll switch sides. Couple of recovery breaths as we switch from one side to the other. Okay, big breath in. Exhale up. Elbows in tight. Eight. Last one. Yeah. Good. Couple of recovery breaths. We're into a goblet squat. Small but mighty group here today. There's going to be some people doing this later. Let's get ours in now. Okay, wide stance, tight core, vertical spine. Breathe in as we come down. Exhale up. 10 to 12. Really squeezing those glutes at the top. 8. 2 more. Whew. Good. Bird dog crunch, MMA sit-up superset. Catch your breath. Kneeling position. Same thing, we'll take a decent rest after these next 3. Get set. Tight core, inhale. Exhale, come out. Stay there, breathe in. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale. 2. 3. 4. Go 5 to 7. I'm doing 2 more. Here we go. 6. 7. Okay, back to center. Recovery breath. Breathe in. Exhale to the side. Stay there. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Exhale, 2. 3 of 5 to 7. Last one. Good, switch it over. Not a whole lot of break here. frog's legs or feet together like so, MMA position. Ready, set, inhale, go. 2. 5. 'See if you can relax your face. 9. 2 more for 12. Or if that's enough, that's fine. Just trying to push it a little bit. Good. And simple but nasty, a decent load in the front for a thruster or a squat press. Couple breaths. Let's just make sure we can get into it. 12 to 15 reps. Second round, here we go. Same spine, get it up. Chest position, feet forward, fairly close. Okay, let's try to get big range of motion through the quads. Breathe in, tight core, come down. Exhale, up. 4. 9. Last 5. 12. Okay, that was 15. Whew. Grab some water, take a break. We'll say a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I got 12:35 or 11:35. 11:37, we're in. Final round. Should still have time for a good solid stretch. Forgot my water, but sometimes in life you forget your water bottle. And it's too bad. Actually feels great. Okay, about 40 seconds. Okay, that's about it. Got 12:37 on the wristwatch. Let's get in position for push-ups. Last round, 6 exercises. We'll try to keep it where we have it, right? Maintain. If we got to modify, it's not only is it okay, it's advisable. Here we go. Set it up strong. Ready, set, go. 15 push-ups. 10. 12. 12. Sweet. See, with a drop set, you can actually fail. You might have been kind of underdoing it, but again, we've been doing this for months. So pushing yourself slowly over time is going to add up. Okay, single arm row, starting on one side, perhaps your weak side. Tight core. Ready, set, go. 10 to 12 reps. Seven. 10, last two. Good. That's a good last set for that side. Other side, last one. Recover breathing, couple breaths. Kind of nudge things in the right position as you breathe. Okay, ready, set, go. This is core two because we're doing some anti-rotation. We're keeping that torso nice and stable and square hips. 7. Last 2. Woo! I know it's challenging. Here we go. We'll keep it up. The med ball thruster is probably the hard thing, but we still got to get there with this extra volume. Set it up. Goblet squat. Ready, set, go. Nice control, just kissing the ground. 8, strong glutes, strong core, shoulders back. 10, last 2. Good stuff. I feel good about it. Bird dog crunch. It's not easy. So what? Last time of the day. We can earn our reprieve afterwards. Garbage night in Sprotfield today. So that's going to be fun. Ready, set, breathe in. Exhale, come out. Stay there, breathe in. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale out. 2 of 7. 2 more. Great. Set it up. Recover. Big inhale. Exhale out. Other side. Stay there. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it in. 1 of 7. Inhale. 2. 2 more. Good. Switch it around on your back. MMA sits. We're going 12 again. If you failed before that, that's fine. Like I said, don't dwell on it. I mean it when I said it the first time. Breathe in. Come out. Here we go. Exhale. Slight 30-degree twist if you want. 2. 4 of 12. 9. 10. One more for 12. Yeah. Good, we got there. Felt appropriate to me. Mid-ball thruster, last thing of the day during the working set. Recover just a little bit. We all just want basically a little bit better body composition, more energy, more strength, range of motion, less chronic pain. Live longer. Here we go. Last set to earn that. Can talk about it all day, but it won't get done. Feet close, both pointing forward, parallel. Load in the chest height, tight core. Breathe in, come down. 15 reps. Six. I'm just thinking about how tight that makes the core feel. 9. 10. Use that core to get it up there. 12. Last 2. One more. And nice. Okay, we got through the 3 rounds. Feels great. We got about 12 minutes left in class, and we're going to use that to cool down and stretch. Grab some water, and when you're done that, we'll just march it out. So still doing some sort of activity as our breath comes back to normal. Big, slow breaths. Okay, and let's kind of bring it back where we started, just feet barely coming off the ground. Just a little shuffle, which is meant to just be a notch lower than those leg raises. Okay, shake it out. Okay, let's get into a full body stretch. We'll start with some standing exercises with an easy one. Shoulders back, core tight, hands by your sides. Breathe in. Keeping the shoulders down, exhale ear to one shoulder. You keep it there and feel that stretch in your neck. Inhale to center. Exhale to the side. Good, back to center. One hand out, thumb down, reaching behind the elbow, breathe in. Tight core, exhale, bring it across, square shoulders. Come out, same thing, other side. Breathe in, exhale. One arm up, hand in behind. Bring the hand down the middle of the back. Chin up to breathe. Other side. Inhale and exhale. Chin up. Good. Open up the stance fairly wide. One hand comes up, and we're gonna bend that leg, side we're gonna lean towards. Okay, here we go. Core's in and tight, nice long line, stretching out your obliques and your lats. We use both significantly today. And turn it forward with both feet. Turn the other one outside. Bend that leg, hand out, breathe in. Tight core, exhale as we post up and reach and bend. Okay, let's get into our chest. This time, instead of reaching behind the back, let's try that scorpion thing again. What are we talking about? That's the one where you try to do like a wall stretch on the floor. Okay, so you got one arm out like this, and you're just trying to roll into it. You're gonna have to take that leg, the top leg, and kind of come in behind the one here, push it on the ground. Slight bend in that arm, tight core, and you just want to lean in that chest opening direction with your breath. Okay, coming out, same thing on the side, top leg comes around, tight core so you don't over twist it. Press in to the ground with that other arm. I'm feeling a pretty damn good stretch. And nose back to straight, hip square, just to come out of this safely. Push ourselves back up. Let's switch gears. We're sitting up, feet together, and whatever's comfortable as far as getting the heels in close to your hips. Cradle the feet, sit tall, breathe in. Exhale, lower the knees towards the ground for a groin stretch. About another 5 minutes. Okay, one leg straight, other foot in here, square up to the leg, sit tall, breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward. An option to bring this hand out and reach. If it doesn't feel good, let's not do that, please. Okay, other side. Square up, sit tall, breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward. Good, coming out, that's the inside and the backs of our legs. Okay, let's do the front of the leg. So lying on our side, we'll do this time, because we're already down here. Grab the laces of your foot, lie into your upper arm, line up the knees, tight core, breathe in. Exhale, squeeze the glutes. Pull back on the foot for that stretch in the front of the leg. Okay, come out, come up, swivel over, reposition other way. Grab the top foot. Breathe in. Line up the knees. Exhale, pull back. Squeeze the glutes with your breath. Okay, let it go. And we're going to stretch the glutes by crossing over the knee. Go in here on the outside, grab the front of your shin or back of your leg. Breathe in. Exhale, pull it in. Good. Other side, release that. Set it up, other way. You got a good grip. Breathe in. Exhale, lean back. If you feel you need more, you can always kind of get those shoulders off the ground a little bit. Keep the core tight, spine neutral. Coming out. Hands and knees, fingertips towards the knees. You could feel a stretch in your wrist there, or walk the knees back into your cow position. While we're at it, walk the knees back to the fingers, peel them off the ground. Back to a forward position. Let's do a couple of cat-cows. So we're in that position in tabletop. Breathe in, hips up, chin up. Exhale, push around the back. Squeeze the core, shoulders forward, chin tuck. Inhale, up. Exhale, other way, cat. A few more like that. Last two. Good. We're going to call it there. So you just got through upper body, lower body, core. We jacked it up a little bit from what you're used to with me. And yeah, warm up was good, cool down, full body stretch. Some personal health tips would be some things that I'm actually using that are helping me, and that's probably the best sell because you'll feel it. Place the alarm away from your bed. That worked like a charm this morning. I had to get up, didn't hit snooze for once, and just got going a little bit earlier. That opened up time for coffee and whatnot. I'm buying real fruit instead of eating sugar-loaded items. That's going to pay off. More fiber, less of the unnatural sugars. Do the dishes before bed. That's just a personal thing that's been working. Instead of waking up to a nightmare, you got a clean kitchen. Right? Other than that, also doing a little bit of light yoga before bed. Just my yoga mat's in my bedroom. A little bit of that to cool down, set the spine, lower the body temperature, then try to drift off to sleep, and it's been working. Also, when I get up, you can just do a couple little stretches before you get going. If possible, make your bed, and you got one thing done. Life's hard. Let's give ourselves a fighting chance. As always, it was my pleasure and an honor. See you next time.